What if I told you that the ancient Stoics discovered 7 secrets so powerful that sharing them with the wrong people could actually sabotage your success and inner peace? Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the Roman Empire, kept these principles hidden in his personal journal for a reason. Today, I'm going to reveal these 7 things you should never tell anyone. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why silence can be your greatest weapon. But before we dive into these life-changing secrets, if you're serious about mastering Stoic wisdom and transforming your mindset, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Why? Because I share daily Stoic insights that most people will never discover, and I don't want you to miss a single lesson that could change your trajectory. Trust me, your future self will thank you for this decision. Now, let's unlock these ancient secrets together. Picture this. You're excited about a new goal, a personal breakthrough, or a life-changing decision. Your natural instinct is to share it with friends, family, or colleagues. But here's what the Stoics understood that most people don't. Sometimes the very act of sharing your plans can destroy them before they even begin. Epictetus, who went from slave to one of history's greatest philosophers, taught that wisdom lies not just in what we do, but in what we choose not to say. The Stoics weren't antisocial. They were strategically selective about what they shared and with whom. Today, we live in an age of oversharing, where every thought becomes a social media post and every plan becomes public knowledge. But the ancient Stoics knew something we've forgotten, that silence can be more powerful than speech, and privacy can be more valuable than publicity. And here's something incredible I'm going to share with you later in this video. There's one specific thing that even your closest family members should never know about your Stoic practice. And when you discover what it is, it will completely change how you approach personal growth. So stick with me, because this insight alone could save you years of frustration. Secret number 1. Never tell anyone your future plans. The first secret the Stoics understood is this: never announce your future plans to others. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Confine yourself to the present." But there's a deeper wisdom here that goes beyond living in the moment. When you tell people about your plans, 3 dangerous things happen. First, you get a premature sense of accomplishment. Your brain releases dopamine just from talking about your goals, which reduces your motivation to actually achieve them. It's like your mind thinks you've already done the work just by talking about it. Second, you invite unnecessary opinions and negativity. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some people, even those close to you, might unconsciously try to discourage you or plant seeds of doubt. The Stoics called this external impressions, letting other people's thoughts contaminate your own judgment. Third, you create external pressure and expectations that can paralyze you. When everyone knows about your plan, failure becomes public, and the fear of public failure can prevent you from taking necessary risks or making bold moves. Seneca practiced this principle religiously. He would work on his philosophical writings in complete secrecy, only revealing them when they were finished, and he was ready to face criticism. He understood that the creative process needs protection from external interference. Instead of announcing your plans, follow the Stoic approach. Work in silence. Let your results speak for themselves. When someone asks about your goals, simply say, "I'm working on some personal projects. I'll share more when the time is right." Secret number 2. Never reveal your personal struggles to energy vampires. The second secret is about protecting your emotional energy. Stoics understood that not everyone deserves access to your vulnerabilities. When you share your struggles with the wrong people, you're not seeking genuine help. You're feeding energy vampires who thrive on drama and negativity. Epictetus taught his students to distinguish between what is up to us and what is not up to us. Your struggles are up to you to handle. Sharing them indiscriminately gives others power over your emotional state, which violates the fundamental Stoic principle of self-reliance. Here's how to identify energy vampires. They always have bigger problems than yours. They offer advice, but never take action in their own lives. They seem to enjoy hearing about your difficulties, and they leave you feeling drained rather than supported. Marcus Aurelius dealt with incredible challenges, wars, plagues, political intrigue, personal losses. Yet his journal shows he processed these struggles internally, using Stoic techniques like negative visualization and the view from above. He didn't seek sympathy, he sought wisdom. When you must discuss challenges, choose your confidants carefully. Look for people who embody Stoic virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These people will offer practical advice, hold you accountable, and help you grow stronger rather than enabling victimhood. Remember Seneca's words: every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Your struggles are temporary, but the strength you build by handling them with Stoic dignity is permanent. Now, I promised you that incredible insight about what even your family should know about your Stoic practice. We're getting close to that revelation, and when you hear it, you'll understand why even the people who love you most might unconsciously sabotage your philosophical growth. But first, let me share 3 more secrets that will revolutionize how you communicate. Secret number 3: never share your good deeds or acts of kindness. The third Stoic secret is perhaps the most counterintuitive in our social media age. Never publicize your good deeds. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." When you broadcast your charitable acts, volunteer work, or kind gestures, you transform virtue into vanity. The Stoics believe that true virtue is its own reward. It doesn't need external validation or recognition. Seneca was incredibly wealthy and gave away vast amounts of money, but he did it quietly. He understood that public charity often serves the ego more than it serves others. When you announce your good deeds, you're seeking praise, not practicing virtue. Modern psychology confirms this ancient wisdom. Studies show that people who publicize their charitable giving actually give less over time than those who give privately. The external validation becomes a substitute for the internal satisfaction of genuine virtue. The Stoic approach is simple: do good because it's right, not because it looks good. Help others without expecting recognition. Practice kindness as a discipline, not as a performance. When someone thanks you publicly for a good deed, simply say, "I was glad I could help." Don't elaborate, don't seek additional praise, and definitely don't use it as an opportunity to highlight other good things you've done. Secret number 4: never reveal your financial situation. The fourth secret involves money, a topic that reveals people's true character faster than almost anything else. Stoics understood that discussing your financial situation, whether you're struggling or thriving, creates unnecessary complications in relationships. If you reveal financial struggles, you invite pity, unwanted advice, and sometimes exploitation. People might see you as a burden or feel obligated to help when they can't afford to. Worse, some might use your vulnerability against you later. If you reveal financial success, you invite envy, requests for money, and changed relationship dynamics. People might befriend you for the wrong reasons or resent you for having what they lack. Epictetus, who experienced both slavery and freedom, taught that external goods like money are indifferent, neither good nor bad in themselves. What matters is how we use them and how we think about them. The Stoic approach to money conversations is elegant. Keep them general and redirect to values. When someone asks about your income, say, "I'm grateful for what I have and always working to be more responsible with it." When someone complains about money, offer practical wisdom rather than financial details. Marcus Aurelius, despite being incredibly wealthy as emperor, wrote extensively about the temporary nature of material possessions. He understood that true security comes from virtue and wisdom, not from bank accounts. Secret number 5: never share your relationship problems with outsiders. The fifth secret deals with relationships, the area where most people overshare and create unnecessary drama. Stoics understood that discussing relationship problems with outsiders rarely solves anything and often makes situations worse. When you complain about your partner, family member, or friend to others, you're not seeking solutions. You're seeking validation for your perspective. This creates a biased narrative that can poison your relationships and influence how others view the people you care about. Seneca wrote extensively about friendship and marriage, emphasizing the importance of direct communication and personal responsibility. He believed that relationship problems should be addressed between the people involved, not broadcast to a wider audience. Here's what happens when you share relationship problems. You get temporary emotional relief, but no lasting solutions. You damage the other person's reputation unfairly. You invite unwanted advice from people who don't understand the full situation, and you create loyalty conflicts for mutual friends. The Stoic alternative is powerful. Take responsibility for your part in any conflict. Communicate directly with the person involved. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood, and focus on what you can control: your own actions and responses. When friends try to involve you in their relationship drama, practice Stoic wisdom. Listen with compassion, but avoid taking sides or offering advice unless specifically asked. Often, people just need to be heard, not fixed. All right, we're about to reach that game-changing insight I promised you. The one thing even your family shouldn't know about your Stoic practice. But first, let me share the final 2 secrets that will complete your understanding of Stoic communication wisdom. And here's a bonus. At the very end of this video, I'm going to give you a simple daily practice that will help you implement all 7 of these secrets effortlessly. Secret number 6. Never reveal your spiritual or philosophical beliefs to skeptics. The 6th secret is about protecting your philosophical growth from those who would mock or undermine it. Stoicism is a profound philosophy that requires dedication and practice to understand. Sharing it with skeptics or cynics is like casting pearls before swine. It wastes your energy and exposes your beliefs to ridicule. Epictetus warned his students about this specifically. He taught that philosophy should be practiced, not preached. When you try to convince others of Stoic principles, you often end up defending your beliefs rather than living them. Marcus Aurelius kept his deepest philosophical thoughts in his private journal, which we now know as Meditations. He never intended these writings to be published. They were his personal practice of Stoic reflection and self-improvement. Here's why sharing your philosophical beliefs can be counterproductive. Skeptics will challenge you before you're ready to defend your beliefs. You might doubt yourself when faced with criticism. You could become preachy rather than practicing. And you might use philosophy as a way to feel superior to others. The Stoic approach is to embody your philosophy through your actions, not your words. Let people see the positive changes in your life, your increased calm, better decision-making, and emotional resilience. When they ask about your transformation, then you can share what you've learned. When someone mocks Stoicism or philosophy in general, don't take the bait. Simply say, "I find it helpful for my personal growth," and change the subject. Your peace of mind is more valuable than winning an argument. Secret number 7. Never tell anyone about your daily Stoic practices. Here's the revelation I promised you. The 7th and most important secret. Never tell anyone, not even your closest family members, about your specific daily Stoic practices. This includes your morning reflections, evening reviews, meditation sessions, or journaling habits. This might seem extreme, but here's why it's crucial. When you share your practices, you invite judgment about your consistency. You create external pressure that can turn practice into performance. You might receive well-meaning but misguided advice, and you risk having your practices questioned or interrupted. Seneca practiced philosophy for decades, but he rarely discussed his specific daily routines with others. He understood that spiritual practices are deeply personal and lose their power when they become public performances. Your family might worry that you're becoming too serious or philosophical. Friends might tease you about your weird habits. Colleagues might see you as pretentious. Even supportive people might ask daily questions about your practice that create pressure and self-consciousness. The Stoic path is about internal transformation, not external recognition. Your practices should be like a secret garden, a private space where you cultivate wisdom, virtue, and inner strength without outside interference. When someone notices positive changes in you and asks what you're doing differently, keep it general. "I've been working on personal development," or "I'm trying to be more mindful and intentional." If they press for details, say, "I'm still figuring out what works best for me." These 7 secrets represent thousands of years of accumulated wisdom about human nature, communication, and personal growth. The Stoics understood that in a world full of noise, silence can be your greatest strength. In an age of oversharing, privacy becomes a superpower. Let me recap these life-changing principles. Never announce your future plans. Work in silence and let results speak. Never share struggles with energy vampires. Choose your confidants wisely. Never publicize your good deeds. Let virtue be its own reward. Never reveal your financial situation. Keep money conversations general. Never discuss relationship problems with outsiders. Handle conflicts directly. Never share philosophical beliefs with skeptics. Embody wisdom through actions. Never tell anyone about your daily practices. Protect your spiritual growth. Remember, these aren't rules about being secretive or antisocial. They're about being strategically selective with your communication to protect your energy, maintain your focus, and accelerate your growth. Here's the daily practice I promised you. Every morning, before you interact with anyone, spend 5 minutes asking yourself 3 questions. What do I need to keep private today to protect my energy and goals? Who in my life deserves access to my thoughts and struggles? And how can I embody Stoic virtues through my actions rather than my words? This simple practice will help you implement all 7 secrets naturally. You'll become more intentional about your communication, more protective of your energy, and more focused on what truly matters. If this video helped you understand the power of Stoic silence and strategic communication, please hit that like button. Here's why your like matters. It tells YouTube that this ancient wisdom is valuable and helps this content reach other people who are serious about personal growth and philosophical living. I want you to comment below with just these 3 words: silence is strength. This isn't just engagement, it's your commitment to practicing these principles. When I see your comment, I'll know you're part of our community of modern Stoics who understand that true power comes from within. Share this video with someone in your life who needs to hear these secrets. Maybe a friend who overshares on social media, a family member who struggles with boundaries, or a colleague who could benefit from Stoic wisdom. You're not just sharing a video. You're potentially changing someone's entire approach to communication and personal growth. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I share daily Stoic insights that most people will never discover. Tomorrow, I'm revealing the 3 Stoic techniques that Marcus Aurelius used to stay calm under extreme pressure. Techniques that can help you handle any crisis with grace and wisdom. And here's something special. Come back to this video in 30 days and leave another comment telling me how these 7 secrets have changed your life. I read every comment, and I want to celebrate your transformation with you. Remember, the path of a Stoic is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every day you choose wisdom over impulse, silence over noise, and virtue over vanity. You're becoming the person you're meant to be. Until tomorrow, stay strong, stay silent when necessary, and keep growing.